ye old Suppoman, the Tom Cruise of cryptocurrency. Why? Because I'm short and standing next to a tall woman. This is Mary. Mary, would you like to introduce yourself in the least insulting way for me?
Yeah, maybe I'll just stand back there. You look a little... Okay. No, I'm an advisor and I work with marketing with ICOs and cryptocurrency.
Yeah, but you're a woman in blockchain.
I am.
And you are a marketing advisor for MagnaChain.
Yes.
So, anyway, before we get started, smash up ye old likes as always. And what we're going to talk about in today's video is what's happening. What's happened to the market? Because quite literally, in the last few hours, it has dumped. Why? What is going on? Why has it dumped when everything was going so well? It was rising nicely. You know, we were all feeling quite vibrant, positive about what was going on. And then all of a sudden, kabang! It just went right down. So, we're going to talk about that. And then we are going to talk about a few subjects. But we're leaving probably the most exciting subject till the end, right?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, right, fine. So what's happened in the market? So as you may have seen earlier, just out of nowhere, Bitcoin went from 7,400 per Bitcoin to all of a sudden plummeted down to 7,000, under 7,000 in fact, went down to about 6,900. I've seen it go down to about 6,940, maybe even lower on some exchanges. Why? You know, well, basically, I think it was a case of 7,400 being a sell zone for people. That's what I think it was. I think it was certainly a sell zone at the top. You know, if you think about what forces can make Bitcoin crash to such an extent, it would be institutional forces, the people with wealth. They're the ones that have really the wealth in the game, the supply, to be able to make it crash down. So I think that 7,400, looking at how Bitcoin was doing, which was doing nice, it was going on an upwards trajectory. It was actually looking at it, it was on an ascending wedge, which normally means that as soon as it hits the crux of that point that the two lines converge, it just goes right down. So I think that is basically what happened, and the big players are the ones that took a position before the smaller investors did, and that's why it crashed literally so quickly and so dramatically. And then of course other people were taking money out of Bitcoin at that point, more at the retail level. So it was overbought, Bitcoin, thinking, well, that's fine because September's a good month. We got the ETF coming, and it's likely to carry on going up. Being overbought isn't necessarily a big factor, but actually it turned out it was a big factor. And the Bollinger Bands also showed that it was ready to be sold, I suppose, and the people at the top did that. So that's what happened. That is literally what happened. What do you think of that?
I think it's all the emotional roller coaster right now. To be honest, I don't even want to look at the price index because
look at the height difference. It's so bad. Carry on.
You just got to stretch out a little bit.
There we are. And she's not even wearing heels either.
No. Yeah.
Terrible.
Just tall. Short.
All right. No need to emphasize that point.
So I don't know. Like I think we're just kind of hitting a wall, and we're gonna keep seeing that because everyone has been in a negative atmosphere for so long.
Yeah.
But everyone is kind of getting into the mode of thinking that when we hit October and we're like gonna be in November, that there's gonna be a positive sentiment for buying again.
Yeah.
As long as the market keeps in that zone, I think we're gonna see Bitcoin starting to like stabilize and go a little more up as much as it can. Of course, if we do see any kind of news or new regulations, China throwing out any more stunts, I don't even want to think about what's gonna be happening to the price within the next months.
Your girlfriend, Suppoman. No, not my girlfriend. Anyway, cannot hear you clearly, so you got to talk louder. You got to basically match my volume, if that's
really?
even possible.
I don't think I can shout that much.
Thank you, Craig.
I'm curious, what are the viewers, what are your favorite coins? what are people very hot on right now?
Well, this is a good thing actually, because with Bitcoin going down, quite a few of the hot altcoins have also gone down. So OneChain has gone down.
Yeah.
I think I saw Icon had gone down as well. They're both hot, you know. So I think that people felt, I think, we're going past building works here. I apologise. I think people thought that we were we'd missed, well, people thought they'd missed the opportunity to buy before the ETF decision in September.
Yeah.
And actually, that moment's come. So sometimes you've got to take the rough with the smooth. That's the smooth. The smooth is
Well,
that potentially getting into a position
You
again.
don't lose until you sell. So it's just holding and then look at asset as shopping right now. Buying the coin up low again. I'm doing that. I'm buying up everywhere.
So
right
what
now.
are you buying?
So I've actually been buying a little more of Cardano.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nexo. You know, that's one
Nexo.
of my favorites.
So why Nexo?
So I think Nexo, being in the security game, are gonna be one of the ones to kind of change when we're gonna be moving into securities.
Yeah.
When regulations are gonna come in, they're gonna be one of the most adopted coins now.
Yeah.
They have a huge user base, a lot of signups for actually expanding their current loaning portfolio.
Yeah.
And people want to have a security token that have proof of concept, stable team, history, and everything behind it, and is regulatory. Nexo is the best fit for them.
So basically, it's like almost from a getting in before security coins
Yeah.
get very, very popular, and this is
Exactly.
one that's actually been successful.
And
basically.
the dividend payout is going to be a more secure investment than having all these fluctuations with the prices.
Yeah.
People are going to move to that, and Nexo has a very good system for it.
Your sister, my sister. How do you feel about it? Oh my god, I think she feels really
No,
insulted.
I'm too pale to be your sister.
And not only that, but you're also incredibly much taller. What do you think of VeChain?
If I say I think it's okay, I'm
Is
not,
that it?
I'm not impressed. I'm.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm more into
Oh,
ontology.
a VeChain hater.
I don't
Right,
hate
okay,
it,
okay.
But I prefer ontology. I'm more into ontology than I am VeChain.
Okay. So, what about Neo then? So you got the big power,
Oh, no.
the big power Chinese coins, okay?
Yeah.
Neo and Ontology. Which, in your opinion, is the number one? Everybody knows my favorite of the two, but what's yours?
Well, I'm not a big Neo fan.
You're not a big Neo fan.
No.
Right.
I am not. I think they've kind of hit the limit, a wall. They're not doing a lot of any new things. They're not having a lot of improvements. Da Hongfei moved to ontology. Most of the team are working on ontology.
So you would say that Da Hongfei has changed allegiance? Is that what you would say?
Yeah.
So you would say he's going more towards Ontology?
Yeah, and he's gonna hold the team with him. I am pretty damn sure that he's gonna be fully committed to that in 2019. He's gonna be pulling more towards it. He's gonna move away from Neo.
So your prediction in 2019 is that Ontology are going to basically acquire Da Hongfei, which is the marketing powerhouse behind Neo.
Yeah.
And Neo will lose that.
He's already pushing ontology a lot. He's very involved, and he's removed himself a little more from the Neo Foundation.
Let's go over here because there's way more of a view. Look at that.
Look.
Now that is a view.
If
And this is
If
how-
you just sit here, you're as tall as me.
There we are. So is this your first time in England?
It is.
And what do you think?
So far, it's nice. A little bit cold, but it's nice.
It's not too. It's actually relatively warm. Funnily enough.
You're not wearing a skirt.
That's true. That is true. Anyway, smash up the old likes, by the way, people. Not enough likes. I will join you. Like smashed. Okay, so basically, your thoughts are is that Ontology is going to be the powerhouse, and Neo's going to
Yes.
start to lose some of the value. I'm
It
just
is.
making myself shorter right here. Who does that when you're already short?
I think we're going to see ontology take over, but we're also going to see a lot of developers be moving to EOS because it has a better foundation. The vision, the execution is right now looking better than Neo.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I'm buying a lot of EOS right now.
I think that the thing about
here.
Neo is that Neo have always been exceptionally good at marketing. They're great at generating excitement. They've obviously got Da Hongfei. Da Hongfei has generated this perception that Neo is the Chinese Ethereum. But I think that as Ontology has gotten more popular, as the knowledge has increased on Ontology, then I think that people are seeing that the technology of Ontology as a platform for dApps as well is more superior to Neo.
It is. I would just say it's like the upgraded a secondary version.
Yeah.
And for me, Neo is gonna be gone. It's gonna disappear.
Yeah.
Ontology is gonna take over and then be the new Neo.
Well, you heard it here first, peeps. You heard it here first. Okay, so shall we talk a bit about gaming? All right. So you are currently an advisor for MagnaChain.
Yes.
So MagnaChain, I don't know if you guys have watched some of my other streams where I've talked about MagnaChain, but MagnaChain is basically an infrastructure platform that is focused on game dApps. And I think that probably one of the things that I like most about it is the partnership that MagnaChain have with Epic Games.
Yes.
Because Epic Games are the guys behind Fortnite, and Fortnite is the #1 online game right now on every platform. Every platform, PC, Xbox, PlayStation, every platform, Fortnite. And so that partnership, I think, is magnificent. But the actual
I
blockchain.
like that person. He just wrote credits. Credits is no.
It
wait,
isn't dead.
Damn it.
Credits isn't. Do you not like credits?
I think credits is okay, but I do think that they've kind of been out of the loop for a while. I'm waiting for them to get a little more into.
Well, they partnered up with Lenovo yesterday. Well, I say Lenovo. Basically, it was a subsidiary. I think it's Lenovo True Vision or something, or New Vision. It's like a subsidiary. But of course, the way the partnership was marketed, it was like it was a massive partnership, which I don't think it is necessarily a huge partnership. But anyway, yeah. So credits. I think credits have a lot of. They were reviewed by Ivan on Tech, and Ivan on Tech basically just killed them.
Yeah.
You know, and from that they've had a lot of credibility to build back up. But anyway, going back to MagnaChain, so looking at coins like Engine and Player, which I don't think has probably come out, the VeChain gaming
no, like
dApp.
Player.
Why do you think games hasn't taken off?
Well, I think a lot of people think that when they think about gaming, they're thinking this is a CryptoKitty game, or this is like a platform where we're just looking at a dApp. What is different is whether you are like Loom, just building on top of Ethereum, making some standardized solutions, or you're actually creating a built from scratch infrastructure like Magna is.
Yeah.
So it's not about launching games, but providing like the Unreal Engine, like Unity, creating the blockchain fully tooled that can be integrated. So if you are a developer on Unity, you can go to MagnaChain and use the developer toolkit and just implement it.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. It was just one of the comments. So I think that what it comes down to for me is that I don't necessarily think Engine or Player or Loom or there's another one that I can't think of, but that's like Loom. But basically, I think the reason why they haven't really exploded is because I don't think people really know what they are. You know, are they gaming platforms? Are they built on Ethereum or have they got their own blockchain? But I think with Magna there is more of a separation. This is a blockchain that's dedicated to making games, right? And distributing games.
Not like it.
Gaming dApps.
Yeah, it has the ability to give every single developer, even if you're not a solid game developer, the toolkits are so easy to use that anyone can go and develop on this. Yeah. And then actually have a chance of pushing a game out to the public without someone having full monopoly on everything.
Yeah, no, exactly.
But we're not developing games ourselves within
this.
It's an infrastructure. The infrastructure is also more capable of handling 3D environments, virtual reality, augmented reality, and those are the next use cases to go to.
And the actual performance it's how many transactions per second currently in testnet?
It was like 13,000. It was
13,000.
Yeah.
So that's more than Neo basically.
Yeah, it was put in a full virtual reality test and with everything. So it's been confirmed. Hold
on, I'm gonna go this side because my arms are killing me now. Alright. So somebody asked a question actually.
Let's see.
YouTubers that aren't me. It may not even be me. You probably don't. You probably only watched like a couple of videos of mine, haven't you?
Yeah, it was. I remember it's. Like, what is? Okay, favorite YouTuber besides.
Besides me, yeah.
I actually.
Ivan on Tech.
Yeah.
Who else?
Who else? And I can't say you.
Can't say
pretty,
me.
No, you're pretty funny though.
Thanks. Short but funny.
Oh, that's pretty hard. I must
about
say,
Ian? Ian Bellina.
Yeah, Ian Bellina. I don't mind Ian. I just think that right now people are not so hot for YouTube reviews, like anything like that. And I'm myself into the whole review and shilling or anything like that. So I'm pausing a little bit when it comes to YouTube people.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, in general. I'm a little more. I want to see actual deliveries. I want to see execution. I want to see more like that.
Yeah.
Not so much people just talking about projects.
Right.
General, yeah.
I see.
So-
Unless it's about Magna Chain, of course.
Of course.
Yeah,
Then it's
that's
different.
fine then.
We actually have shit to show, so that's different.
So how long have you been investing in cryptocurrencies? Because you've been in the game a while, haven't you?
Since 2016.
Right.
Yeah.
And what's your favourite?
From back then and until now, I actually did Ether and then Ripple, and then I've probably since my favorite was Stellar.
Stellar.
That gave me good returns.
That gave you good returns. Ripple
Yeah.
gave me the best returns, and it's
Really?
ironic, really, because I can't stand Ripple now
Oh.
for what it stands for.
Well,
but
yeah.
but you know, I think that it's one of those Marmite subjects in cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
Are you for or against Ripple or centralization? Right. Okay. So Magna Chain. Let's carry on walking. So Magna
Well,
Chain.
let's have some people that are into gaming or playing some games or something.
I don't know. I think that's more box mining's
Really?
box mining's crowd. Yeah.
Most
I don't
men
think mine
are
are
into games. We
mine
have-
aren't so big on the game.
League of Legend people online.
Don't think so.
God damn.
Maybe Minecrafters, because I had a Minecraft.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so I used to game myself, which is why I understand Magna Chain so well. I'm
Yeah.
just saying it.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
So,
So the guys in behind Magna Chain,
yes.
why are they special? Because people look for superstar team members
Oh,
these days.
yeah,
So
they
why? What about maybe can deliver?
So I would say Magna Chain is that you actually have every single person there has around 20-30 years experience working with gaming.
Yeah. Wow.
Are connected to the top players in gaming because of them working with. We have our CEO that used to be head of PlayStation.
Yeah, that is quite a name.
Yeah, so he's very well connected. We have the Nine that invested and
Yeah.
are fully supporting the project. They're connected to all the major players in China too.
Yeah.
And of course we have our CTO who has done several big infrastructures in games, doing like 300 million transactions per second.
Bloody hell.
So like,
But that's in non-cryptocurrency.
yeah, non-crypto, but the thing is,
But it's got the ability to generate
actually,
that
and then actually
batch, yeah.
knows how to build it. So it's not like, not to say that other people who build blockchains are not good, but
Yeah.
it's not someone who just did one blockchain project that got successful and then that's the name. These are
Yeah.
people who have been in the technical game, in the game industry, knows everyone in all the major players.
Yeah.
So they can actually bring experience and partnerships, and it's not something they need to go out and get. And they know how to run a multi-millionaire business. Like it's,
Yeah.
we have most of the co-founders and even our CEO. Like everyone has run the biggest organizations within gaming. So I have a lot of faith in them. They
It's
know
weird
exactly
that
how to
it's
do it.
weird though, isn't it? That gaming hasn't taken off blockchain wise.
I think people just don't yet understand. Like for the mass adoption in regards of people going to the blockchain, the tools are not strong enough.
Yeah.
And most of the blockchain platforms are a competitor. Like if you are a big corporation with employees and someone comes with a project trying to compete with you,
Yeah.
like of course you're not gonna want them to, you don't want anyone to come in and so they have to either jump on board with us or have other people come in and disrupt the industry.
Reconnect. I knew that was going to happen. Guys, I need you to confirm if you can actually see this, because it's saying reconnecting on the YouTube. Let me know if it's gone down. I mean, the connection seems to be better. Okay, so you are an investor in.
Yes.
So what are the ICOs that you think are exciting right now?
I'm very excited about Harmony.
Harmony.
Yes, but
What is Harmony? Just for those watching.
well, if we say it like that, we shortly say it's of course a new infrastructure. They're applying some of the technologies that the CEO and team work from Google, and I would themselves as the one that are probably going to go out and compete against EOS.
Yeah, because there are quite a few people entering the infrastructure space,
Yeah.
but no one's really. I mean, there's a lot of people talking TPS, but no one's really managed to knock Ethereum off that pedestal,
Yeah.
have they? But what do you think has what infrastructure currently out do you think has the best chance of doing that?
That's out now. I think EOS has a good chance.
EOS, yeah.
Yeah, if they keep in the direction they're in, I definitely think they have a very solid chance of going there.
Yeah. What about Cardano?
They need to step up their game. I think they've been
What in terms of speed?
They've been very slow on delivering, and even if you do a product, if people don't believe in you more and you don't have enough developer community,
Yeah.
there's a lot of factors that will affect whether you're going to succeed.
Yeah.
So I'm not believing in them as much as I used to.
And what about Ontology? What about Ontology and what about Ontology and what do you think of their abilities to disrupt Ethereum? Or do you think they're really only going to make much of a difference in the China market?
I think it's going to be basically China, yeah. I think that's going to be where they're going to disrupt the most. But I do think that, again, I think the Hanfei is going to be having a lot of influence on them and pushing a lot of the tech.
Do you have intel on that, or is it just a prediction about Da Hongfei? Because that's quite big. That's quite a big.
Might have a little bit of.
All right. Okay. So that is substantiated then.
And
that
no,
information.
I'm not Colombian.
Colombian.
I'm too pale, I think.
But are you invested in Neo?
In Neo, no.
Yeah. Are you going to be using Ontology for the passive income?
I'm definitely going to be investing in, let's say, that I am. And I'm going to be starting purchasing more of EOS also.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, and going to find some good investment deals with ICO. Oh my gosh.
She's beautiful and smart, people say. See, you're a crowd favorite. Okay, so you're a woman in blockchain, right?
Yes.
So how are you finding that space? Because there are so few women in
cryptocurrency.
It is.
There's a lot of men.
There's a lot of men.
Yeah.
So why is that? Yeah, in your opinion.
It's like every other industry. There are just more men that are focused on technology.
Yeah.
And more women are coming into the space, but it also means that there needs for women to be in focused.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's going to happen, but it's going to take a while. And we need people to, of course, be supportive of it.
Yeah. And how are you feeling about the perception of women in cryptocurrency? Do you think that they could have a better profile? Do you think that the way they're marketed in cryptocurrency is right, wrong? I mean, what are you thinking of that?
So far, the women I know are marketed as very strong individuals, good tech knowledge, good background, have a solid influence. So I think it's going in the right direction, and as long as we keep it like that, we're gonna see way more women come in. Yeah, we are.
And what do you think? What do you think are going to be the qualities of cryptocurrency that draw more women in?
I think what is gonna make it mainstream is actually gaming.
Really?
Yeah, it is, because when you look at like the basic games like on Facebook and stuff, their normal percentage is actually that the female gamers are around up to 70% of those normal small games.
Wow.
Yeah, so when they are gonna be able to utilize crypto within the small games, then is when the females are gonna be starting to use it like for a more substantial amount. Yeah.
Why aren't there more more female cryptocurrency YouTubers, do you think? Think it's the same reason? Just not enough women in the
Yeah, I just
space?
and I think a lot of them don't want to. I don't think they want to be objectified.
objectified?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's a huge thing there where you're trying to find a fine line between saying I actually have a brain and I don't want people to make other assumptions about.
And also have actually been relatively appropriate. There have been the odd one or two that there are. You do have quite a few fans. Tom Pool being one of them.
That's nice
all
to
he said
hear.
all he said is that he wants to marry you. So where is her right hand?
They're both here.
Oh, too funny. Too funny. Right, okay, I think we have talked about quite a few subjects. So let's talk about one of the juicier subjects though.
Oh, no.
ETFs and backed. Okay, so we've got the CBOE ETF at the end of September. So
Yeah, and
it's about
whether-
26 days away, 25 days away. So what are you thinking about that?
I don't think it's gonna be approved. I don't think they're gonna be.
What, do you think it's going to be rejected or delayed?
I think it's gonna be more delayed.
Delayed.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be delayed. I don't think people are ready. I don't think they know how to set up a structure yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely not ready.
But do you think it's definitely going to come? The ETF?
Yeah, but I actually don't believe it's gonna be this year. So we'll see whether that's wrong or not.
And what about backed? Do you know much about backed?
No.
In November, the Intercontinental Exchange, the guys that the New York Stock Exchange, they've collaborated with Microsoft and Starbucks to bring out a platform like Coinbase, really, with custodial services and exchange, and the ability to spend cryptocurrencies in retail. Right, so with Starbucks and Microsoft, they've got the tech, they've got the retail side. So it's meant to be a regulated way for institutional investors to get into cryptocurrency. So without needing the ETF, we'll still get the institutional investment in. And that's November, so kind of coincides with the time that you think the market's going to go up.
Yeah, I do believe that the market is gonna go back up around mid-November.
Right.
We'll see if I'm right about that or wrong.
And what's your prediction for prices? Bitcoin price. Go on.
No. Well, if it goes up, I think we're just going to be around what it was last year. I don't think we're going to go around 15, 20.
Right,
That's
okay.
about it, yeah.
So predictions from Mary right there. And what about all right, so let's have a prediction on Magna Chain then. So we've got great technology by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
We actually didn't talk too much about the way in which the transactions per second is achieved, but there is sharding, right?
Yeah, so there's different, a lot of different technologies, including plasma chains included. But for now, I would say that the really deep dive into it is, for example, to look at the crypto differ review.
Yeah.
It has a very solid, in-depth analysis for people to look at. These guys are funny.
They are funny, aren't they?
So yeah, and we have sharding too. And right now, I think what makes me most excited is that we went out and with all these projects saying we can do, I don't know, like 1 million or 100,000 TPS.
Yeah, so that's the aspiration, right? 1 million.
Yeah, but we are going for 100,000 right now by the end of this year. But the difference is we've actually had several big review companies to test the tech through, like turn it upside down and be able to validate that the current platform is able to deliver the numbers.
Right, I see. Okay. Well, that's quite amazing. 1 million transactions per second.
Yeah, if we can get there, that would be the first place for gaming to adopt.
The thing is, though, I mean, this is my reservation is
Okay.
that sometimes it's not just about the platform and the infrastructure, because that does sound impressive,
Yeah.
but it's also the what's that killer app that's going to bring everybody, because CryptoKitties was the big one for
Very
Ethereum.
true. Yeah.
So do you have any plans to bring like the next Fortnite or the next Minecraft or the next big online gamer to Magna Chain?
Well, that is part of the collaboration with Epic Games.
Yeah.
They have a lot of good games coming up, and when they will be implementing some of the features Magna Chain has, that is also going to be what pulls people into Magna Chain and want to like develop on it. Everyone is going to know, well, this game was developed in collaboration with Magna Chain.
Yeah.
This is the developer toolkit you need to use to make a game like this.
And since CryptoKitties, have you seen a DApp that you think is, oh yeah, that is a good mainstreamer, that's going to bring the mainstream in? Have you seen one of those?
I actually, not if it's
No.
like blockchain developed, no.
No,
I don't
I
think,
haven't.
And also you really can't. Like if it blows up even a little bit, you know, it's gonna slow the current networks down.
Yeah.
But we actually do have already around 10 very big game dApps with
Yeah.
several million users on that
Wow.
want to launch on the platform. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's not that people are not going to know about it. It's more that we want to make sure that the tech is right, that people can support it. Oh wow, you guys are going at it. It's not very crypto focused, huh?
No. I mean, this is what happens, right? Because this is a game that is largely predominated with men. You know, 92% of my viewers are men. So that does. Keep it clean, peeps. That's the way to go about it. So do you think that? So what do you think? What do you think is the app that's going to bring the mainstream in? Because that's the thing that I think I have been searching for. Because there's a lot of infrastructures now, but what's the dApp that's going to bring people in?
Like
You know?
from everything, you're thinking every single infrastructure.
I'm thinking kind of a bit like, you know, like a Pokemon Go or like a,
like
or
still
like
gaming,
a Fortnite.
yeah.
Well, no, not necessarily it has to be gaming, but
Okay.
really gaming is the sticky kind of, that's the
Yeah.
kind of sticky app that you could use because you'd want to play every day.
Yeah.
There aren't many serious apps that you could use every day, is there?
No,
So-
I think if it has to go mainstream that are going to bring people in, it's going to be the small games. The
Yeah.
small games that not a lot of people actually know about are the ones that have the most adoption.
Yeah.
Like very simplified small games are the best way to get people in. Like we don't need the big games like League of Legends and that. Like, and that's not why Epic Games signed with us. They want to be able to make smaller games and also make big games, but actually provide some of that data back to the users. To do that, I think that's going to kind of be like a rolling effect that people are going to get into it. But if we're talking something that's really going to get mass adoption, I think the best possibility right now is Telegram.
Yeah.
If they're able to launch what they're saying and create a new version, a crypto wallet, exchange between everyone who's already on Telegram, that is going to create a mass adoption of people moving into crypto.
Blimey. Well, there we are, peeps. There we are. The wise words of Mary Dane there. So, I think that's it. Because I don't want to make people too excited. I think that 34 minutes is quite enough. So, that's it, peeps. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that you got some pearls of wisdom from someone other than just me. And take from this the fact that, well, today seems like a good buying day. That's number one. First observation from the day. Crypto's got a very bullish future. Second observation. Magna Chain has the potential to bring the next Fortnite or Pokemon Go kind of platform that will enable mass adoption. Third takeaway. Ontology could be the number one Chinese coin and infrastructure. In fact, infrastructure in
They got your back
cryptocurrency.
too. You got some good viewers.
I do. Yeah, I love this. Team Suppo rules. So there we are. So I think overall, fantastic video. And my son's here to join. And my son is a massive Fortnite player, by the way.
That's good to hear.
So there we are. And of course, Fortnite partner. I mean, I think that Epic Games partnership could actually be magic in many ways.
Well, we're not done yet, so
Yeah.
people definitely need to go follow because we will be launching
All right.
more.
Okay, one more question then, because people will undoubtedly want to know. When can people invest in Magna Chain?
We're gonna be opening up for investment within the next month.
Next month.
Within the next month.
And when is the mainnet looking to launch?
It will probably be around November and December.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you think will be the transactions by the time mainnet launches?
Oh, I don't want to put pressure on our CTO and say something.
Go
like,
on.
I do think that if we keep at the current speed, we will be able to show something 100,000.
100,000?
Yeah.
That's bloody amazing. That would be amazing. Well, there we are. Somebody asked if you're single. You can choose to answer that if you want to. I'm not saying anything. So.
I mean, that could be an indication.
Right, okay, peeps. Thank you for keeping it clean. Hope you enjoyed. And I hope you enjoyed the beautiful sights of London. Look, right here. You've got the one and only bridge. And then you have got, over on this, you have got the Tower of London. More Tower Bridge. I've gone too far. The Gherkin over there. All of these sites that I've actually been introducing Mary to. So actually, somebody's just paid. I literally can't believe somebody has just done that. That's hilarious. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
haven't I treated you enough? Right. Okay, peeps. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Say it's lights out, all out.
You want me to say that?
Yeah. You can say the famous words.
But your voice is better at that.
I think people would prefer to hear you say it, funnily enough.
Oh, okay.
I'm no
One more
longer.
time. What do you say?
It is lights out, all out.
Lights out, all out.
There we are, peeps. Adios. Thank you for joining.